guys, it is Brian. Welcome to Comics Now. It is the eve of Saturday for the brand new Keystone Comic-Con in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure even the people that live in Philadelphia think of it as beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going there tomorrow and looking forward to it. I'm out running errands like crazy, but tomorrow is also a big day for two other reasons. It's Batman Day, and because it's Batman Day, I suspect DC is launching their long talked up and long awaited DC Universe service, the all-inclusive DC entertainment package with streamable movies, shows, comics that you can read on your television or on your tablet or whatnot. It's huge, and we're very excited about that here at Comics Now. And I just wanted to talk about the three things that I am most excited about that are coming up here either at launch or very soon thereafter. So, number one, this is no surprise if you know what a big Batman fan I am, but Batman the Animated Series in HD is going to be on this service. Now, this is huge for a number of reasons. One, Batman the Animated Series has been available in standard def on Amazon Prime for quite some time, which was great if you had Amazon Prime. If you didn't have Amazon Prime, well, oh well. You could either buy it in DVD, or you could buy a standard definition digital copy through the iTunes store or something like that. Well, now it's going to be on DC Universe. This is interesting as much as it is exciting. It's interesting because at the end of October, DC is also, for the first time ever, releasing the entire animated series on Blu-ray, including a code for digital access. So it's interesting timing that DC is putting the animated series on the DC Universe program at the same time as they're roughly the same time as they're going to be putting out the new Blu-ray editions. And you might think, well, DC Universe is going to undercut sales of the Blu-ray. And I actually think this is a smart move by DC. And I think it's a smart move because the number of people who would be willing to shell out I think it's around $80 for the Blu-ray set of the animated series that's coming out in October, that pool of people is a lot smaller than the pool of people who might subscribe to something like DC Universe. I think this is actually a great idea because it's a huge value proposition for DC Universe. So this is very interesting, very exciting that they're doing that. And, if I'm in the DC Universe app, even though I'm going to own that new Blu-ray set and the digital copy that comes along with it, if I'm already in the DC Universe app, why not pull up the animated series in the DC Universe app? So very much looking forward to Batman the Animated Series being on the DC Universe app. So that's very, very exciting. Next up, Swamp Thing. So we've heard that there's a Swamp Thing original series coming to DC Universe. I believe it is produced by James Wan, who is the director of the upcoming Aquaman film, which, at least by the trailers and by the philosophy that he's talked about for the movie, how he does effects and aiming for practical effects whenever possible, I'm excited about Aquaman, and I'm excited about a James Wan produced Swamp Thing television series. Now, the only potential drawback here is I read recently that it's going to be a hard R. So it's going to be for mature viewers only, and that is going to cut out a few people. The flip side of that is, a lot of the Swamp Thing books, the big Swamp Thing books, some of the more famous ones, particularly Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and I believe a number of other ones, tends to deal with fairly mature content anyway. So the audience that's into Swamp Thing already they're not going to be jarred or shocked by this. Swamp Thing's a little creepy. Swamp Thing can be a bit violent, so it's not all that surprising that kids might be kind of pushed out of this one. So still excited to see what the show is like, and really looking forward to it. I think it's great that DC is diving into several wholly original things for this service right off the bat. We've known about Titans for a while. and Titans has gotten all of the attention for a long time. But when the reveal came out, I guess it's been a couple months ago now, I think it was in San Diego, that Swamp Thing would be on the service as well. It was super exciting that they're not just looking to make a buck on the back catalog with an occasional new series, but they're actually looking to create a lot of original content. I think this is going to be great for DC fans because there are characters that we have been longing to see on a screen of some kind, and big screen would be nice, but a lot of these more obscure characters, the big screen just doesn't make financial sense. And so very, very excited by what Swamp Thing heralds. As much as I'm excited for Swamp Thing itself, I'm very much excited that it's kind of a signal that DC is going to be looking to be very aggressive about bringing a lot of their properties onto this service in an exclusive format, exclusively to this service. So I think that's super cool, and I'm very excited. Last and certainly not least, I would have said before that the Batman the Animated Series news was probably the one I was most excited about, but with the animated series coming to Blu-ray, and I know I already got that pre-ordered, I think the thing that excites me more than anything else has got to be Young Justice Outsiders. I love the first 2 seasons of Young Justice. I didn't watch them until they had been out for a bit and they were syndicated on Netflix. And I watched season 1, and if you guys remember, if you watched them on Netflix like I did, it was quite some time before the second season. I think that was called Invasion, right? It was quite some time. If you think about it, it's kind of like Secret Invasion in certain ways over at Marvel. But anyhow, second season took a while to come out. I loved both seasons. Loved the first season. I thought that the intrigue in the second season, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's some serious character intrigue, some awesome stuff, just building on what happened in the first season, bringing back the characters that we loved, a big time jump and showing them in very different circumstances, and us, the audience, wondering how they got there. It was just great television. Up there, I think, with some of the best shows that have ever been produced. Really high quality animation in general, and great writing on Young Justice. So Young Justice Outsiders, which I believe is coming from the team that originally created the other 2 seasons of the series. This is super exciting. Really, really cannot wait for this. I am hyped for more Young Justice, and I can't wait to see it when they put it out. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention on a site and a channel called Comics Now, if I didn't mention that I'm excited about the digital comics back catalog. And even though it's still a little bit vague on exactly what will be in that catalog at launch and how long certain titles will remain in that catalog as they rotate things in and out, I'm still just excited in general. Marvel has had Marvel Unlimited for a while now, and DC has not had anything comparable to that. And even if the catalog is not as comprehensive as the Marvel Unlimited catalog, I'm still thrilled that they're doing this. You're going to get a lot of people signing up for this service who have no immediate interest in comic books. And having comics just bundled with the service, having the TV experience promote comics to somebody who is watching something like Titans, I think that's a great idea. And Lord willing, it's going to get more people into comics, and there'll be more people loving this medium that we all know is just an incredibly rich, wonderful medium. And so I'm hoping that DC makes a difference with this. So guys, let us know what you're excited about on the DC Universe service. It launches tomorrow. I think it's going to be great. Jay saw it at San Diego, and the experience seemed really good, and everything we've seen since then looks like it's going to be really impressive. So yeah, it launches. If things are a little rocky at first, guys, give DC the benefit of the doubt. Huge technology releases like this they're prone to have problems. You've got people putting the stress on these things for the first time ever. So be patient, you know, hold DC to a high standard, obviously, and if they're not satisfying you, let them know. But it's a really big thing, and I think a great thing that they're doing, and I'm really excited, and hopefully they pull it off without a hitch. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.